Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. Thanks for joining me. So you've got, I'm going to attempt to try and do about 3 readings in one reading. Okay, so one for you guys if you're involved with someone, if you're, thinking of someone, if you're still kind of linked to someone. Not everybody is completely with someone, and sometimes you're not completely without. Sometimes you're kind of at that mid kind of range of whether you don't know whether you're in a relationship or not. There's another reading coming up for you. I've just done Scorpio, and I tried kind of putting everything sort of singles and couples together in one. It didn't really quite work for me though, but it did work as a reading for Scorpio, but it felt just too much for me to do. So I'm going to separate the readings. One for sort of couples, and one for singles, and a general reading. So let's have a look at what's coming up for those of you guys who are interested in someone, or you might be in a couple. Universe, what's coming in March 2018 love-wise for Geminis who are in a relationship, or maybe they're thinking of someone. Maybe they're not completely single. Just give me a general reading for people who are kind of still involved with someone at the moment in some form of capacity. Show me in a 10 card Celtic cross reading. Show me. Alright, so we're going to separate the deck into 3, and I'm sorry that I don't have sort of my beginning credits and all the rest of it. It's just that I'm working from Movie Maker on my small laptop. I'm working from a different location at the minute, and I did put credits on and everything, but it doesn't seem to pick them up for some reason when I'm recording videos. So when it's done, it doesn't pick up the credits, and I have to edit and then redo it and everything as a WMV file, and it takes forever just to get it uploaded. And it's just like, oh. So anyway, what am I talking about? Let's put everything back together, gems, and let's see. Some of you guys might be considering cutting an individual out. You've got a Queen of Swords, and Queen of Swords can be Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Usually she's a Libra individual. But, if that's not the case, there's somebody around you. Might be a fellow air sign. It might be there's somebody around you as well that's quite cold and distant. Queen of Swords shows somebody who can be emotionally distant, emotionally cold, but she can also show as somebody who heals. She's in the tarot. She's actually seen as being a counsellor. So it might be that some of you guys, it might be that you're going through counselling or something. Queen of Swords literally is somebody who works within the health business, and she can actually be, a counsellor. So, but I think that as the energy around you for March 2018, some of you guys might look at cutting someone out. You get Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands, so Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords together as a combination. It might be that you're cancelling a trip, for example. So, she's a card that, when you get swords, they represent to cut. So it might be that you're actually looking to cut somebody out, or you're looking to distance yourself or emotionally detach is the energy. Especially if this is for you guys if you're in a couple. Your challenge seems to be lies and deceit. So it might be that you're dealing with somebody who's being deceptive with you. The Seven of Swords is what's influencing you doing this, the Queen of Swords. The root issue for everything is that somebody's walked away, the Eight of Cups. I think that the root issue for you guys this month is that somebody walked away, and that's why you're looking to emotionally detach from them, because I think that what's influencing you, you don't believe them. You think that they've lied, you think that they've cheated, and you think that they've possibly deceived you with the Seven of Swords. And in the recent past, you guys, where you've been thinking about the hearing, and I don't think that this is commitment here. I think that what this is that you're looking at what your traditional values are, because I think that because this person walked away in the recent past, you've been looking at, when you get the Hierophant, it's not all about commitment. It's a religious card, and it's a social card, so it represents, well, what are your values? What do you believe in? What do you hold firm to? And I think that some of you guys have done that, because the most likely outcome for you guys who are in a couple for the month of March 2018, Gemini, will be the King of Swords. Well, this is the person I think showing up here. But I don't think it's the person, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, not unless we get it with a card, maybe a love card or something. But I think that more than likely, the most likely outcome is that this is both you. I think that you are both King of Swords and Queen of Swords, because the energy around you, Geminis, if you're in a relationship, I'm seeing you looking to emotionally detach yourself from an individual. And the most likely outcome will be that you'll do it, because the King of Swords is an action taker. So any idea that King of Swords has, he will do it. There'll be no two words about it. He'll just go, poof, cut. And because you're looking to do it, the Queen of Swords, you're emotionally detaching yourself and cutting someone off, the most likely outcome will be the King of Swords for the month of March 2018. It's either this person says, please, please don't, or I think that you guys as the King of, I think you're showing as the King of Swords. 2 court cards King of Swords is usually Aquarius, Queen of Swords is Libra, but they are swords, so they can represent Gemini as well. And I definitely feel that you guys actually are going to be literally putting a plan into action. Coming in, you've got the World. World can represent the World can represent two things when it comes to love. The World card can mean that you have the most beautiful, the best, the most amazing relationships on Earth going. It can represent great success when you get what you want, you really get what you want. Or the World can mean that you end a cycle. It's the best thing to do. Right now, you guys are the Knight of Swords. There you are. You're showing up as who you are. Gemini is a Knight of Swords card, so that's you guys on the card. I think that you guys are very angry at the moment, the Knight of Swords. And I also feel that for some of you guys right now with this Knight of Swords, when you get a Knight of Swords energy, Gems, what it's basically saying is not only that I'm angry, it also says, you know what, I'm determined. I'm going to pursue this. No one's going to stop me. That's it. Whatever the Knight of Swords has his aim towards, he generally goes for it. So I think that some of you guys are going to be like, you know, fuck this. I'm done with it because somebody walked away. The root issue is somebody walked away. And you guys have been looking at what your values are, the Hierophant energy. Because the challenge is this person was probably deceptive. And you guys have chosen in the month of March 2018 to stand true to what your values are as the Queen of Swords and emotionally detach yourself. To which I feel that you guys will literally be doing this. This could also be for some of you guys mean divorce. Because King of Swords, Queen of Swords are actually lawyers within the tarot. So the most likely outcome being a Queen, King of Swords. It might be some of you guys are putting some legal action in there, because swords represent legal as well, especially when you get justice or something like that with it. And I think that you are in pursuit of something. You've got the World card that's coming in. Influence is coming in that you're going to experience, though, a judgment. So some of you guys, it'll either be that you have to make an absolute choice, especially if there's anything to do with divorce involved with this. King of Swords is showing up here. Most likely outcome being a King of Swords, it could be a divorce, something legal happening, and you're going to need to make a judgment coming in with that judgment energy. It might be for some of you guys, because you do have the World card. You've got some massive energy around you guys who are actually in couples. Gemini, some really huge energy, and I think that the immediate future in March 2018 is saying that some of you guys have come to the end of the road. It might be that something is saved here because the World card, and I think that this is more about the end of a cycle with that World energy, because coming in, it might be time's up, it might be need to make a really important decision here with the Judgment energy. Judgment can mean renewal in relationship. The hopes are the Emperor. Well, it could be the hope. A hope as an Emperor would be to bring stability back to the relationship. A fear as the Emperor is to face big obstacles because somebody simply won't listen. The Emperor might be the person you're dealing with, and what's the outcome? The Eight of Wands is the outcome. Now, Eight of Wands can mean two things, or a few things. It can mean lots of messages, it can mean release as well, and it can mean massive changes, rapid changes. We'll see what's coming up with that World card first. Let's see what's coming up with the Actually, we'll see why you guys are the Knight of Swords. I'm trying to keep these readings down to a certain level of time. Why is Gemini the Knight of Swords in March 2018? Okay. So, I feel that you guys are... you've got the Page of Wands showing here. And I'm a tarot visual reader, so I'm a visual reader in the tarot, and I have to look at where the direction is. But I think that you guys are on a course, this Knight of Swords, and I think the Page of Wands is all about a new beginning. The two cards represent communication as well, so it might be that you guys are actually doing some communicating here with the Page of Rods. But I really do feel that you're on a course with this Page of Rods. I don't think that this, and it could be that you guys are pursuing fun as well. You've got the Page of Rods here. Page of Rods in love is all about fun as well. When you do tarot guides, read whatever you feel makes sense to you in the cards. Okay, there's no hard and fast rule to how you read the cards. You might be, you know, it might be with this Knight of Swords, he's pursuing, Knight of Swords pursues, and the Page of Rods can be about a new beginning. Page of Rods can be about fun. Page of Rods could be a younger Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just a younger person. Alright, might be some of you guys are in pursuit of a new beginning here with this Page of Rods here. I think that you are, because we've got fire and air together, and they're very, very strong energy together. So I think that you are very much in pursuit of something new here, and I think it's because the root issue is that somebody walked away. The Eight of Cups energy shows here. I think that somebody, it might be you, but it might be somebody else walked away from a very tense situation with the Nine of Wands energy. And I think in the recent past, you guys have been focusing on what your values are, perhaps with this Hierophant energy. Well, no, I think you've been focusing on a commitment breakup. You've got the Tower here. All right, so this is a break with tradition. If the Hierophant in the reverse is usually a break with tradition, but it's got a tower set next to it. So I think there's a break. You've been focusing on breaking of commitment. Some of you guys, it's wedding vows, for example, with that Hierophant, or it's a break with a convention, or break within a relationship, or something that was very, break with your ideals, that type of thing. Because the maybe for some of you guys, this has been a really hard thing to do. Because I think that this is, I think it's more that you guys actually walked away from a tense situation. It could be somebody else did it though. And the challenge is for you guys, the Seven of Swords. Well, I think that this person's deception brought the breakdown. The Five of Swords shows you got a lot of sword energy around you, actually. I think that somebody's deception, it's because of somebody's deception. If you look at the Five of Swords, the third swordsman. Now, the third swordsman, the Five of Swords can also be a card that represents infidelity as well. Because you've got one person here cutting out two people, and this is usually the wife or the husband and their lover. So I think it's because of somebody's deception you're cutting out a particular person. And as a result of that, your focus will be on the Queen of Swords, Gemini, for the month of March 2018, showing up here. I think that you're looking to focusing on emotionally detaching from an individual in order to heal, or in order to take some time out to think about the situation and where you want to go clearly with it, with the Four of Swords energy. And as a result of that, the most likely outcome for the month in terms of your love lives, for all you sort of couple people, are the King of Swords energy. I think you guys are going to be seeking some legal advice, especially if you're in a marriage, because the Hermit card can, if you look at the card, it can mean to withdraw, but it can also mean to seek. It depends if that Hermit is looking into another card. Now, I'm seeing him pointing the lamp towards the King of Swords. So some of you guys, it might be that you are seeking, Hermit, some legal advice from an individual. The King of Swords would represent a legal advisor. So you might be seeking some legal advice from an individual, and I think it's because this person's infidelity with the Seven of Swords energy. And it might be for some of you guys, the challenge is this person manipulative energy. Seven of Swords doesn't always mean deceit. It can also mean somebody who's being manipulative. So, Seven of Swords can also simply just mean loss. So I think that you're dealing with somebody who's either being manipulative or this person's being deceptive here. But their manipulation would have caused disruption, conflict in the relationship. That might have caused you a loss of power within this relationship. But deception with the Seven of Swords might have caused you to try and cut that person out. I feel with the Queen of Swords, if you're obviously in a couple, if you're watching this, you guys are going to be looking to emotionally detach, to think about the situation, to get some resolve, some answers with the Four of Swords. And I think that the most likely outcome is you guys are going to be seeking, if you are married or anything like that, some legal information or legal advice. If that's not the case, I feel that some of you guys are going to enact this by withdrawing with the Hermit energy. So you are literally going to do it. It's not just that you're thinking about detaching, you're literally going to detach, because coming in, you've got the World energy showing up here. And let's have a look what shows with the World. So I'm seeing the ending of a cycle with the World energy. But you see, you have the World and the Nine of Cups. And it could be for some of you guys, there's two things I'm thinking. That either something really great happens and it makes you feel quite satisfied, or it could be with the World energy that you guys are ending a cycle here and it's going to bring great happiness with the Nine of Cups energy. Because what you're going to experience is the Judgment energy showing up here. So I'm seeing making a decision here. The Judgment energy and death. So I think that a major change is going to bring a new phase in with this death energy showing here, because you've got Judgment and death and they can be practically the same thing. It could either, it could be two things. It could be that a renewal, especially if that World in the Nine of Cups is something amazing happening in this relationship, some amazing turnaround. It might be that what you experience, a renewal coming in with the Judgment energy, and it brings a new phase. Death isn't always like a relationship completely ends. Sometimes it can be a new phase in a relationship. Both cards can represent new phases in relationships. Usually I would read death in the reverse to mean a return though, but it can also be a new phase. Or I think that with the Judgment card, this could be a huge change coming in, a huge decision renders an ending completely once and for all for this relationship. The hopes or fears will be the Emperor. Sorry, I'm just checking on the timing here. Hopes or fears of the Emperor for this reading. Why the hopes or fears the Emperor in terms of love for those of these couples who are Gemini? Show me. Well, I think that the hope would be to compromise, and I think it's the Emperor. Whether you're male or female, I think it's this person that you're contending with. And I think that because you've got the Temperance energy here, this is all about compromise and reconciliation. Some of you guys, I feel that the hope would be to reconcile differences with this individual showing here. But the outcome is the Eight of Wands. And let's have a look at what the Eight of Wands shows with. Oh, wow. So, I'm seeing changes around you guys. I'm seeing you guys releasing a situation, the Eight of Wands. And I think it's going to bring in some changes with the Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands can mean somebody who's leaving, or they're travelling, or there's a change. Sometimes this can show somebody who's enthusiastic. So it might be that change is what somebody's enthusiastic to have. For example, in this relationship, I'm seeing some of you guys needing to revise doing something here. Because even though I'm seeing a judgment coming in, and judgment can mean making an absolute judgment, an absolute big decision, maybe with the Death card to end something here. Or judgment can be renewing the relationship through transformation with the Death card. I think if it's that kind of thing that's happening where you decide maybe to work something through with an individual, I think that there are going to be some rapid changes with the Eight of Wands that both of you are very enthusiastic about. It could be that some of you guys are re-evaluating with that Two of Pentacles whether you want to block this individual out with the Seven of Wands. Or it could be for some of you guys that you are releasing this situation, moving on, and possibly weighing up. It could be other options, something like that. But I'm definitely seeing something being resolved here in terms of love. It looks like a very precarious situation for some of you Geminis. Very, very precarious indeed. Some of you guys will choose to end a relationship and move on, and some of you guys will choose to try and stay, hang on in there and work on it. Okay, because I think that you're going to have second thoughts for some of you guys. Let's have a look at you singles. God, 60. Sorry, I keep looking at time. It's just that I'm really trying to keep these readings down. And because I'm a sort of 60 degree reader, I look at everything, and I think my brain goes at 100 miles an hour when I'm looking at the cards, because to me it could be an amalgamation of things when you're doing a general reading. So I like to try and put as many things out there and not saying it's just one. So let's have a look for singles. Universe Spirit, show me singles. What's coming in for singles? Single Geminis in February 2018. Single Geminis in, not February, March 2018. Show me what you see coming in for single Geminis in February 2018. Show me. Did I say February? March. Let me start again. Universe Spirit, show me what's coming in for single Geminis in March 2018. What's coming in for single Geminis in March 2018? Show me. Right, let's just split the deck. Okay, let's have a look for you. So, some of you guys, I think that you're taking a bit of a break. You might be taking some time to focus on yourself with that Four of Swords. Four of Swords usually means that you're taking some time out, maybe doing some meditation. Some of you guys might be going on holiday with the Four of Swords, but it is a card that usually talks about a break in a relationship. Your challenge is the Five of Swords. So I think that your challenge is you've had some conflict within a relationship for some of you single people, and therefore I think that your focus is on withdrawing from it. Four of Swords in terms of love can also be to withdraw and take a break, because the root issue is there's, oh my god, and I've put these cards back in and I put them in randomly. Somebody's being deceiving you. Seven of Swords, and as a result of that you've been focusing on judgment, making a very big decision, possibly to release an individual with the judgment energy. The most likely outcome if you're single, it's going to be confusion. Oh my god, all swords. So if you're single, for some reason confusion. It's still showing you guys have got somebody around you even if you are single. Somebody deceived you, you want to take a break on it, but you're confused to do it, but it's caused conflict. Coming in, what you're going to experience is a Knight of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be encountering a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus individual, or this will be somebody who's very straight, very honest, very loyal. So I see perhaps potentially an offer coming in, love coming in, somebody who should be quite loyal. You guys right now, though, you're quite happy. Nine of Cups shows up for you guys, you single Geminis. I'm seeing you single Geminis being really happy with the Nine of Cups, and I think that you're happy because you want to take a break, and it's focusing, as a result of that, you've decided to take a break. I think somebody has deceived you and you make an important decision around that. Influence is coming in, though. We've got the Three of Swords. Could be a third party situation, or it could be disappointment. The fears with the Six of Coins, I think, would be to have a relationship where somebody was very impartial, or somebody had divided loyalties. Or the hopes could be, I want to give and take relationship. The outcome shows the Moon, confusion. Sorry guys, they are all upright. So any of you guys want to come to me and say, why are you using reversals? You can still get a bit of a shitty reading when it's even in the bloody upright. So don't come to me with that. Sick of people coming to me and moaning about reversals. I used all uprights and look what the fuck came up. Okay? Let's have a look at why you guys are the Nine of Cups. Why is there single Geminis the Nine of Cups? Show me. Right, I think that you're happy some of you guys are happy to release a situation. Some of you guys are happily travelling. Some of you guys with the 8 of Wands are happily kind of feeling very satisfied because you're getting out there. You might be communicating with a lot of other people with the 8 of Wands energy. I think as a result of that, well, no, not as a result. The root issue is we've got the 7 of Swords here. And let's have a look at why the root issue is the 7 of Swords. Okay, I think that somebody's been deceiving you because with the 4 of Coins, what they've been doing is keeping a lot of stuff private. When you get the 4 of Coins, it can be somebody who's keeping a lot of things private and they're not telling you shit. So I think the root issue is somebody's deceived you by keeping a lot of shit private. They're keeping their cards very close to their chest. And as a result of that, your focus has been, or the energy around you has been about making a judgment. And the judgment is basically to move on with the 6 of Swords energy showing there. Because the challenge is the 5 of Swords. For some of you guys, you might have found that this relationship was just causing too much conflict. 3 cards that showed up here, and I have to take them. I feel that I need to because they came out together. I think that there's been conflict here, and I think it might be, Gemini, that there's been a person around you, a King of Pentacles, who's been communicating Page of Cups with a Queen of Wands, and neither of those, this isn't you and this isn't you. So I think there's been conflict. 5 of Swords, because a King of Pentacles has been communicating, sending love messages to a Queen of Wands, and that's why the root issue is deception, because somebody's been very quiet. 4 of Coins can also be like a moon card. Somebody's been very quiet with you. As a result of that, the energies around you, single gems, will be the 4 of Swords energy showing up here. Let's have a look at why the 4 of Swords. Okay, so I think that you guys are looking to withdraw from drama. Again, this is you guys, Gemini, the Knight of Swords. So I think that you guys are looking to withdraw from getting angry. You don't want to have an all-out fight with this individual, so you're taking time out from really gunning from this person. You want to withdraw from all the fucking drama, but because you're the Knight of Swords, Gemini, you don't want to get too angry, so you say, you know what, Lord, just help me, take it off my hands, I ain't going to play this game. The most likely outcome will be the 8 of Swords for you single gems for love in March 2018. I think that you guys are going to be very confused, because I think that with the 2 of Coins, you're still weighing up whether there's a potential in this situation. What I'm seeing coming in, though, it could be a gift you're going to receive, though. You've got Knight of Pentacles showing here, or somebody's being very cautious showing up here. Yeah, I think there could be with somebody else. Knight of Pentacles, there could be a new relationship, the Ace of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual, another individual. It'll either be the same person, but I don't think it is the same person, because I think somebody's cheated on some of you guys. I think they've lied, and you're very confused because you kind of like, the most likely outcome is, do I still want to do this? Do I still want to go? Do I still want to trust this person? And I feel that coming in there, there's going to be another person who wants to present something to you, the Knight of Coins. This person wants to ask you out, for example, on a date. There could be some new passion. There could be an attraction with the Knight of Pentacles. I'm seeing somebody else coming in. However, what you're going to experience coming in for some of you single Geminis will be this 3 of Swords energy. And let's have a look what shows with the 3 of Swords. I think that some disappointment. For some of you guys, it might not even be a third party. It might be the 3 of Swords that, you know, it's a case of thinking to yourself, it's the truth, it's a 3 of Swords. So some of you guys, it might be that you're disappointed because of the world energy. So, but it could be with the 3 of Swords, but then we've got a moon card as an outcome. And the moon, in terms of love, it can be deep feelings, yes, but I don't think it's that. We'll see. Because the 3 of Swords, it might be that this energy here brings the ending of this phase with the world, or brings the situation to a close. But it could be this 3 of Swords, your heartbreak is over with the world energy. It's past. We'll see. Because you could read it amalgamation-wise. You could say, well, the 3 of Swords, influence is coming in for Gemini, will be heartbreaking, which the world card energy, maybe this is over, bringing this to an end with the world. Or it could be that your heartbreak is actually going to pass through, it's going to end with the world energy. We'll see what comes up, though, with these cards, what the rest of the reading says. You've got the 6 of Coins here as being your hopes or fears, and let's have a look at what this 6 of Coins is. Okay, so I think that you, your hopes will be that this person will present you with the 6 of Coins, with a new direction with the 2 of Wands. So I think that you're looking for this person to present you with a new direction away from a particular person that you were involved with. And the outcome shows the moon. Let's have a look what comes up with the moon. Oh, no, it's good. I think the moon is at a close, it's over. No, I would probably now read this as the 3 of Swords, saying that your heartbreak, 3 of Swords. You see how this, the root issue for you guys is somebody who was deceiving you and keeping a lot of stuff private there with those cards there, Gemini, singles, Geminis. See how this person was deceiving you and keeping a hell of a lot of stuff private. And it's because what's influencing the situation is there's conflict here, and it's because this person that you guys were dating, this King of Pentacles, was actually sending messages, the Page of Cups, to another to another sign. This could be in an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female. So I think somebody around you was sending messages, and you guys have tried to withdraw from there being a massive argument with this Four of Swords. The focus will be on not getting really angry and not encouraging drama. But the more than likely outcome is going to be that you guys are going to be confused as to what to do, because you're still weighing up, is this person telling me the truth or not? Because I think that this person's going to lie. I think the root issue is that somebody's been lying to you about what they've been keeping private and what they've been keeping secretive. And that's why I think the most likely outcome will be that you guys are going to be confused with the Eight of Swords. Very, very confused, because you're kind of weighing up with that Two of Pentacles. Oh, are they telling me the truth or not? I think there's just been somebody who's lied. Even though you're reading for the single, I don't think some of you guys are strictly single in this. I am seeing somebody new coming in, presenting you. There's going to be an attraction. Definitely, I feel an attraction, something new, because Ace of Wands means new relationships, new attraction, new passion. When you get an Ace of Wands, it's all about a new passion. Can be a passion for work, can be a passion for relationships. But there's a new passion coming up with an individual here, and I feel that this person here is going to help you guys with this Three of Swords in the world overcome. So I would read this as a heartbreaking situation. The Three of Swords will be overcome with the world energy, because your hopes will be that this person will offer, Six of Coins is an offer card, a new direction with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is all about a new direction, and therefore I feel that the pain, the trauma, the difficulty and the anxiety that you guys have been through concerning whoever this King of Pentacles is basically going to be at a close with the Death card. It's a very, very, very good reading. Alright, I'm seeing somebody who hurt you guys. I think that for some of you guys, that person might still be on the scene somewhere along the line, because I was still in the person, you were still kind of like, oh, I'm confused. I don't really know what to do about the situation, but I think there's going to be somebody else that comes in and they're going to take that all away. So it's really, really good reading. Excellent reading. I think for both signs it's excellent, actually. Sorry, not both signs, both couples and those of you who are single. We're going to have a look at your general reading and a 5-card reading. And with the general readings, what we're trying to do now is look at what the message is for the month in 5 cards. So Universe Spirit, for Gemini's general reading, what is the message for Gemini's in 5 cards? What is the message for the month for March 2018? Generally, what is the general message for Gemini's in a 5-card reading? What is the general message that you would like me to relay to Gemini's generally in a 5-card reading? I flip so fast. What is the message? What is the message, universe, that you have for Geminis in a 5-card reading? Show me. Okay. Oh, really, really good. Oh my god, this is amazing. I think some of you guys might be dealing with a group of people, or there is a successful project here. 3 of Cups usually represents groups, but I think a group of people, or it's either a group of people, or you might be celebrating with that 3 of Cups, a new beginning here. I think a new direction with the 2 of Wands is going to bring some rapid changes. Could also be a change of location or a change of home. 8 of Wands and the 4 of Wands showing here. 8 of Wands can be travel, it can be location, a change of location. With the 4 of Wands, a change of home, for example. I'm seeing an agreement. 3 of Coins, 3 of Cups is also an agreement card. So a 3 of Coins, it might be that you have an agreement with a magician. And the magician can be somebody who makes things happen. So this might be a person in a place of prominence, for example. Somebody who can make a lot of things happen. And I think for some of you Geminis, generally, might be there's an agreement with a magician happening here. The magician is offering you the 2 of Wands a new direction, in which it could be with the 8 of Wands, it could be traveling, moving. The 8 of Wands, remember the word that we use with that is moving. You could be moving home, 4 of Wands, or moving location or moving job. Alright, so it's really good. I'm seeing for some of you guys there's going to be a massive celebration over a new beginning with the magician energy here. I think it's going to be an agreement with the 3 of Cups with a magician. Or an agreement with the 3 of Cups to start something new with the magician, because there's a new direction, the 2 of Wands, and you've got all wand cards here as well. And when you get wands, they really are about energy and movement. So the 2 of Wands is a new direction is being offered to you, in which with the 8 of Wands, this could be a move, 8 of Wands, off location, or a move of home, move of job, 4 of Wands. I'm seeing a move happening here for some of you guys, and it's because you've got an agreement coming in. It's a very, very good reading generally for you guys. I'm seeing a move either in career, could could be, yeah, move a job, move a career. It could be just moving to a new home, for example. I'm seeing an agreement. It's really, really good reading. Excellent general reading as advice for you guys in March 2018. Let me know how you guys get on, and I will speak to you guys really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.